Learning Java 9, Object-Oriented Programming by Packt Publishing. My name is James Cross and I'm a consultant with Colibri Limited. I'm a certified AWS solutions architect and have more than 10 years of experience of designing and implementing Java-based applications. My main speciality these days is designing serverless web applications and big data-based applications on the AWS cloud, but most of the work I do is in Java, particularly Java 8 and Java 9. So let's take a look at the course overview and what we're going to learn in this interactive course. So firstly, we're going to start with a look at the installation and setup video. In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of things. Firstly, we're going to look at how we can install and test Java 9. Next, we're going to take a look at how we can install Maven. We're also going to look at how we can install IntelliJ. And finally, we're going to run a simple Hello World example in JShell. Next, we're going to take a look at Java as a programming language. So predominantly Java as a language, the Java virtual machine, and the Java ecosystem. So all of the things that surround Java as a language. Next, we're going to take a look at OOP, or Object-Oriented Programming. So this may be something that you've covered or already have a good understanding of in the past, but we're going to take a look at this from the very beginning so you have a good foundation and a good grounding of Object-Oriented Programming as a paradigm, and it will give you a great understanding and a great basis for jumping into Java as a programming language as well. Next, we're going to take a look at some of the paradigms of the Java programming language, things like variables, data structures, and data types, how we can use them, and what types and structures to use where and when. And then we're going to move on to some more data structures, some slightly more advanced structures like lists, maps, sets, and how we can leverage some of the features of the Java programming language to process data stored in those data structures. Now, just want to flag this right at the beginning. Some very basic programming knowledge is assumed. We're not going to teach you the very basics of programming from scratch, but we are going to start at a fairly basic level, and all the examples that I show you in this course will be fairly easy and fairly basic. So by no means do we expect you to be an expert in a programming language, but having some prior experience is assumed. So, as a prerequisite, some level of prior experience in any high-level programming language is assumed. And of course, you're going to need a computer as well. Having root access to that computer will probably help you. Everything I record in this course will be done on a Mac, but you can equally follow along on a Windows or a Linux-based computer. In terms of the goals of this course, we want you to come away with an understanding of the Java programming language, the JVM and its ecosystem. I want you to have a good understanding of some core Java paradigms like object-oriented programming by the end of this course. We want to get a good understanding and a good overview of the data types available to us in Java, both primitive data types and object-based data types. We're going to go through some simple data processing examples in Java, both procedural and functional. And we're going to spend a little bit of time looking at JShell, how we can build some very simple programming examples in JShell to get a first handle on the language itself. So that's it. This is really your one-stop shop for getting started with Java 9. So let's jump right into the content